Have you ever felt like a stranger to the world? As if even those closest to you don't fully understand you, or worse, they judge you. I, William, once a man respected and loved by everyone, am trying to understand how I ended up here. This is the story of how I was alienated by my family due to my job, being a garbage truck driver. Before diving into my story, don't forget to subscribe and like this video to not miss the most shocking stories about infidelity and marriage. Now, I invite you on this emotional journey. If you're ready, let's start the video. It's 4:45 a.m. I no longer need an alarm to wake up. I've been feeling tired and drained for a while now. Looking out the window into the darkness, I can't remember the last time I saw the sunrise. Every day I leave home to clean the streets of the city. Ironically, while cleaning the streets, I can't seem to cleanse the accumulated dirt in my own life. My daughters, Sophie and Jenna, are the most precious beings in my life. Over the years, I might have turned into nothing but a source of shame in their eyes. My wife, Linda, grew distant over time, as she climbed the corporate ladder in a bank, becoming an executive. The distance between us only grew. Her dressing style, the jewelry she bought, all these pushed me further away from her. One evening, I found a note from Linda saying she would be late. My daughters were going to stay over at friends. Once again, I was alone, my only friend, the cat at home. I drowned myself in alcohol, and my thoughts consumed me. Could Linda be having an affair? This question echoed in my mind. Throughout my life, I've tried to do my best, but sometimes your best isn't enough for your loved ones. Linda and my daughters believed they deserved more than me. Linda's words still echo in my ears. William, we can't get anywhere with you. You're just a garbage man. We deserve better. My daughters silently nodding in agreement tore me up inside. It's hard to describe the pain I felt in my heart at that moment. A week after this conversation, my wife and daughters moved to George's house to live with my wife's new partner. Linda and George had met at a business dinner. After that dinner, Linda started coming home late, or sometimes not at all. I had my suspicions, but was in denial, until one day I found a movie ticket and a receipt for a dinner that had fallen out of Linda's bag. It was then I realized I was being cheated on. Sophie's words, "Dad, why can't you make Mom happy?" cut me deep. However, sometimes, a ray of hope appears at the most unexpected moment. Meeting Melody and forming a bond with her daughter Daisy brought new meaning to my life. The time I spent with them reminded me of a happiness I hadn't felt in years. Yet, this new beginning didn't mean my old wounds had fully healed. One day, I watched a video on Sophie's phone showing Linda's new partner George's inappropriate behavior, and my skin crawled. George was seen sneaking into Jenna's room and recording her private moments. Jenna's screams and pleas were the last things a father could bear. Sophie saying, "Dad, please take us away from here. I'm scared," gathered all my courage. When I confronted George and Linda, Linda turned to me and said, "Even your daughters don't want you, William. You should leave." But I couldn't leave my daughters there. I called the police and explained the situation, then took my daughters away. At that moment, my daughters clinging to me saying, "Dad, we love you, let's go home," made me forget all the pain in the world. I took my daughters out of that house and decided to introduce them to Melody and Daisy, hoping for a real family. At first, Sophie and Jenna were hesitant towards Melody and Daisy, but over time they warmed up to each other. As Sophie and Jenna understood what real love and being a family meant, our old wounds began to heal. Linda and I completely parted ways. As she started a new life with George, I began anew with my daughters, Melody and Daisy. Linda's lack of remorse after what happened, never calling us again, proved how real everything was. Sophie and Jenna expressed deep regret for what had happened. Jenna sobbed, "Dad, we never thought about you. You were always there for us, but Sophie added, "Dad, we've realized how valuable you are. Please forgive us." Their sincere remorse warmed my heart, proving that our family could overcome any obstacle and come back together. Now, after overcoming everything, my daughters, Melody, Daisy, and I are enjoying starting life from scratch.